Hi, my name is Rosanna Durazio, and I am the International Student Recruitment Specialist here at Elgin Community College. Today we're going to be going over a brief webinar about Elgin Community College and what we have to offer. We are working in conjunction with Global Compass, who is an agency. And if you have any further questions about this presentation or want to learn more about Elgin Community College, you may contact them after you've seen this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So today I'm going to go over some general facts about Elgin Community College. We are a community college, so I'm going to talk briefly about why students should choose a community college. We're going to go over the academics that we offer, as well as some student life. We're going to talk about the International Homestay Program here, and finally, how to apply to ECC. So just to start with some general facts, if you're familiar with the United States, ECC is located in the state of Illinois, which is in the Midwest or right in the middle of the country. We're only 60 kilometers northwest of the city of Chicago. The city of Chicago is the third largest city in the United States, and we're centrally located between the airport and downtown Chicago. So as you can see on the map, downtown Chicago is right on the east side, right along Lake Michigan. O'Hare International Airport is right in the middle, and then we're a little bit further west of that in Elgin, Illinois. So some differences between where we are located in Elgin and then Chicago. Like I said, Chicago is the third largest city in the United States, so they've got about 10 million residents. In Elgin, we are a suburb of Chicago. We are the 8th largest suburb in Illinois. We've got a population of about 110,000. Whereas Chicago lies on Lake Michigan, which is one of the Great Lakes, we are along the Fox River. Some sites that you may have heard about in Chicago include Millennium Park, Navy Pier, the Magnificent Mile, the Art Institute of Chicago, or Lincoln Park Zoo. Whereas some landmarks in Elgin include our Grand Victoria Casino, our Elgin Public Museum, the Elgin Sports Complex, or the Elgin Symphony Orchestra. And as far as getting around both, Chicago has the Metra and Amtrak train lines. They have a lot of different bus lines, including Pace and Greyhound. And then what they're most known for is the L, what we call the L. It's a CTA elevated subway system. So instead of being underground, the subway system is actually elevated above the city. In Elgin, we don't have an elevated subway system, but we do have a train line as well as a bus line, and we are very close to Interstate Highway 90. All of these will take you directly to the city of Chicago. So here are just some photos of where we are in Elgin. As you can see, this is a picture of the Fox River. This is a picture of the downtown area of Elgin, which is full of little shops and restaurants. A lot of green areas, a lot of parks, because we are very family-friendly suburb. This is the Metro train line. If you hop on this, you will be in Chicago in about an hour. This is the outside of City Hall. Again, like I said, lots of parks. Here in this picture, you can see the Fox River as well as the Grand Victoria Casino. That's that boat-looking thingy on the river. Then this is the Fox River all lit up at night. And then this is our public library. We also have a library here on campus. And then some photos of Chicago that you may be familiar with, the Chicago Theater, and right behind that is the Joffrey Ballet. Navy Pier, so if you want to take a boat ride along the city, the carousel wheel is very, very famous. There's also lots of shops and restaurants along Navy Pier as well. You can take a boat ride, like I said. I think this is actually on the Chicago River, and you can see all the skyscrapers as you go along. This is in Millennium Park. This is what we call the Bean. It's a big tourist attraction. Lots of people go and they will take pictures. And then you can see the skyline in the background. Oop, let me go back one. This is the skyline of Chicago. Right in the middle there, you will see the Sears Tower. It has been renamed now. It is the Willis Tower. But you can see the skyline, and then along the lake there, that's Lake Michigan, and you can see a little bit of the beaches. This is just one shot, but there are a lot of beaches along Lake Michigan as well. And then this is what I was talking about. This is the elevated train subway system. This is the L. So like I said, instead of being underground, it actually is elevated above the city. So you're riding, while you're riding, you can see the sights of the city instead of being underneath the ground. And then this is just one beach. This is Oak Street Beach. It does get pretty hot here during the summer, so a lot of students will go to Chicago during the summer to head to the lake to cool off. This is the Art Institute of Chicago, a very famous museum and art institute, so it's a very big tourist attraction. And then this is Chicago actually at December, during Christmas time. We have something called the Christkindl Market. It draws a lot of people, another big tourist attraction. They have all these booths set up where you can do some Christmas shopping and drink hot cocoa while you walk around, and it's just a nice thing, fun thing for families to do during Christmas time. So that is Chicago. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about ECC. We are a public institution. We have currently about 9,000 students. We were founded in 1949. We are fully accredited by the Higher Learning Commission. We have over 138 different programs between our associate's degrees and our certificates. These are some photos of campus. So this is the main area where most people will walk in. This is A building. And then the campus was recently remodeled in 2012, so everything is brand new. And during that remodel, one of the things that we focused on was having a beautiful outdoor area. So a lot of green areas, a lot of pathways to walk. This is our library, the outside of it. This is another area. This is the back view of the building. This is inside the building. This is inside our library, lots of study areas. And then way back in the back there's the tutoring center. So while you're in between classes, there's a lot of places for you to just hang out and study and do your homework. This is in the main building. This is just a photo of the staircase. A lot of natural light, very modern looking. We do have state-of-the-art facilities. They wanted to make sure during the remodel that students were learning on the same technology that they would be using once they got out of school and into their careers. So especially with our health professions programs, you are learning on the state-of-the-art equipment that professionals are using. This is another lab for science. And this is where our intensive English program resides. So if you will start in the intensive English program at ECC, this is where your classes would be held. And that is just a little bit about campus. So why community college? So in the United States, students have two options when they start their college career. They can start right out of high school and go on to university, which is 4 years to obtain a bachelor's degree. The other option they have is to start at a community college, which is 2 years. And then once they finish the 2 years at community college, then they go on and finish the next 2 years at university. So we offer the first 2 years of that bachelor's degree. We also offer some career technical programs, some certificate programs, and non-credit classes, which a lot of the universities do not offer. So students choose to complete the associate degree or the 2-year degree and then transfer to the 4-year degree for a few different reasons because it has some benefits. So one of the reasons is smaller class sizes. We have a ratio of 1 student to 25, or I'm sorry, 25 students to 1 faculty member. Whereas a lot of the larger universities are going to be a lot bigger than that, and your classes might be in a large lecture hall of 100 or 200 students. That will never happen at ECC. Your class sizes are going to be about 25 students. We also have our own intensive English program, which some universities may not. Our tuition tends to be more affordable. We are lower in tuition than starting out at university, so you can save money by starting out at community college. We have the same state-of-the-art facilities. We have great student life. We have easier access to faculty because, like I said, it's less students. And you can still transfer to those top universities wherever you had in mind by starting here at community college. All right, so let's talk about some of the programs that we offer. Like I said, we offer that intensive English program, which I will talk more about in the next couple of slides. And then our degrees. We have an Associate in Arts, Associate in Engineering Science, Associate in Fine Arts, Associate in Liberal Studies, Associate in Science, and Associate in Applied Science. On top of those degrees, which are all 2-year degrees, you can also add on a certificate program. A certificate program, for instance, might be something in the health profession. So let's say you wanted to complete an Associate of Science here and then transfer to university. Well, on top of that Associate of Science degree, you can also do a certificate in, let's say, medical imaging or radiography. That you can complete both at the same time, and then when you are finished and you graduate from ECC, you have two options: going on to that university, finishing that bachelor's degree, or with your certificate, you can go on into the workforce and start your career right away. And then finally, our university transfer programs, which I will talk about in a minute. So some of our most popular majors here, this is not an exhaustive listing. Like I said, we have over 100, but these tend to be some of the more popular ones, especially for international students. They include things like accounting, biology, business, communication, computer science, and engineering, health professions, psychology, and sociology. All right, a little bit more about our intensive English program. We take students at all skill levels from zero English all the way to ready for credit classes. So if you are starting with zero English, that's totally fine. You would be placed into our intensive English program, which has 4 different levels: listening, reading, writing, and something that we call pre-collegiate. How this works is you would arrive on campus, you would take a placement exam to see which of these 4 levels you are in. And let's say you start at the beginning, which is listening, that's fine. You will do 4 weeks of listening, and then after those 4 weeks, you'll take another exam to see if you are ready to move on to the next level. If you are, you would move on to the next level, which is reading. But if you're not quite there yet and you need more time, that's totally fine too. You would do another 4 weeks of the listening level. So this program is really designed to go at your own pace. We are not going to push you through. That's up to you and how well you do and how quickly you pick up the English language. So you have the opportunity to proceed very quickly through this program or to take your time as long as you need. I would say that most of our international students do start in intensive English, and they do anywhere from a semester to a year, but everybody's different. All right, so once they get through the intensive English, then they will take their credit classes. And at this point, they start working with their advisor. An advisor, a specific international advisor, his name is John, will work with you to create a customized pathway for you to move on to any university and any major that you want. So students will need to see this advisor every semester for updates to their plan and make sure they're taking the right classes. We do not want you wasting time here at community college. We want you to take the right classes that are going to transfer, that are going to be for your degree at your desired university. So that once you finish your 2-year here, then you'll go on to university, finish another 2 years there, and get out with your bachelor's degree in a total of 4 years. Some 2+2 pathways that we already have. We have 72 different programs with various universities across the country. We also have guaranteed transfer admissions with the University of Illinois at Chicago, North Central College, Elmhurst College, DePaul University, Illinois State University, Northern Illinois University, and Arizona State University. So the advantage with this is that instead of having to reapply to any of these universities after you are done with your associate degree, you don't have to do that. They are guaranteed to admit you. So you wouldn't have to reapply, you wouldn't have to pay another fee. It's guaranteed that you will be accepted as a student as long as you finish your degree here at ECC. We also have different compact agreements with 10 different universities, and we are part of the Illinois Articulation Initiative, which just states that if you decide to stay in the state of Illinois and you go to 100 of our partners in the state of Illinois, again, they will take our general education requirements as their general education requirements. So you're guaranteed to transfer there as a junior, and you're ready to start your major right away and finish in 2 years. Same thing with our 72 2+2 programs. You start here, you do your associate's degree, you transfer there as long as you're admitted, and then you do another 2 years there and finish your bachelor's degree. Even if you want to do, if you want to go to a school that we don't have a partnership with in any way, shape, or form, that's totally fine. You don't have to have a partnership with the school to be able to go there. That's where you would work with your advisor and you would tell him, yes, I want to go to X college and I want to major in Y. And he will make that specialized plan for you. Even if we don't have a program with them, that will make sure that you get your 2 years here and then your 2 years there. These are just some popular transfer schools that our students like to transfer to. The biggest one I would say is the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign or the University of Illinois in Chicago. Other popular schools include Arizona State, Columbia College in Missouri, Purdue University in Indiana, the University of Michigan, Iowa State University, Marquette University, the University of Iowa, and the University of Wisconsin. But like I said, these are just the popular ones. You can transfer anywhere in the United States. This is what a sample 2+2 schedule would look like. So again, you would go over this with your advisor to make sure that you're taking the right classes for your major. So this is for a business major who plans on transferring to the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. And these are exactly the courses that the student would need to take that would transfer to that program at that university. All right, student life. So what is it like being a student here at ECC? Well, in addition to your academic programs, we do have 10 different sports teams that anybody can join, both men and women's sports teams. And if you are on a sports team, the coaches work hard with you to make sure that you also get an academic scholarship for your work on the team. We also have 25 different student clubs. If there's a club that you don't see because we don't have it for whatever reason, you can go ahead and start your own club. So anything that you can dream of, you can start here at ECC. If you play an instrument, you can take part in any of our music ensembles. If you would like to act, we have theater productions that run all year round. We have 2 different theaters that students run. If you're an artist, a painter, a photographer, ceramics, anything like that, we do gallery exhibits. We have an entire hallway dedicated to student work, and we have openings, and it's like a fun art opening, basically. And also volunteer and leadership opportunities. These are just some student testimonials about students that came here to ECC and why they chose to come here. Our international students, like I said, they come here for various reasons, but 2 of the biggest ones tend to be those smaller class sizes and that affordability in tuition. And then they transfer on to finish their degrees at university. So this is just another student testimonial. All right, so the Homestay Program. We are a community college, so like most community colleges in Illinois or anywhere in the U.S., we do not have dorms on campus. Instead, we provide our students with a homestay program. If you decide to live in the homestay program, you will live with a local American family. Meals are provided and transportation, you can opt to have that as well. The homestay includes a private or shared room with a bed, a dresser, a desk, a closet, everything you would need. And your family is required to take you on social events and outings. So a lot of our families will take students downtown Chicago, they'll take them shopping, or just out with their family to have fun in Elgin. Our homestay families are vetted through an extensive background check process that has to go through the FBI. So these are not just random families, they have been vetted. And the cost for the program, if you decide that you don't need transportation because you plan on owning your own vehicle or you're fine with taking the bus line, it would be $600 a month. If you do want your family to transport you around, then it would be $800 a month. These are very reasonable prices for our area. If you decide to get your own apartment, the rent around here in Elgin tends to be between $800 and $1,200 per month, and that's not including also utilities or furniture or anything else that you might need as well. So these are just some pictures of our homestay families. We have all sorts of families, young families, older families, families with children, families without children, families with pets, families without pets. So all different sorts of families, and we will work with you to find the family that would be most comfortable for you. And a lot of students say that this is a great opportunity because it helps them acclimate to American life before they move out on their own. All right, finally, the application process. It's quite simple. The following items are required. What's required is an application for admission. You can apply online at that website, or there's a PDF version if you're more comfortable with that we can send you. There's an International Student Financial Agreement, which you just need to read and sign. We do require a non-refundable $50 fee. And then our evidence of financial support. So you do need to show on a bank statement that you have available funds of $21,750 US. An affidavit of sponsorship. So if that money is not yours and you have a sponsor, maybe your parents or a family friend, that person would need to read and sign the affidavit of sponsorship. We do require your high school transcripts and a photocopy of your passport. If you are transferring from another institution, there's also a transfer release form. Now, the following items are optional, so we do not require these, but if you have them, that's fine. TOEFL or IELTS scores. We do not require these, but like I said, if you have them, you can send them. And post-secondary transcripts. So if you attended a university or college in your home country and you want to send those transcripts to see if that credit will transfer to ECC, that's fine too. You must be at least 17 years old to apply. These are our application deadlines. The thing to remember with this is that applications are accepted on a rolling basis throughout the year. So these are more suggestions than hard deadlines, but we do recommend that if you want to start in the fall semester, you get your application in by June 15th. For spring semester, November 1st, and if you want to start in the summer, you get it in by April 1st. This will allow ample time to obtain your visa. But like I said, if it's after these dates, that's okay too. We will work with you to get you in. And that would be about it. So like I said, if you guys want to have any questions or if you want to learn more about ECC, please contact Global Compass. They will work with you all throughout your application and visa process. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you on campus soon. Bye-bye.